Hey guys, welcome back to the Hands-On channel. To be honest with you, as I'm thinking about this show that I'm fixing to produce here, I'm not even sure I'm going to put this on YouTube or not, but we'll see. I feel like I kind of owe it to my loyal subscribers. I've got a small group of people that come and watch all of my videos, and they comment a lot, and I just want to say right up front, I really appreciate you guys. You guys are the ones that have kind of kept me going through the constant struggle that I've been facing with YouTube, trying to post videos here on YouTube. I ain't gonna lie, I'm reminded of that scene from The Green Mile where the main character, he goes, you know, I'm tired, boss. And that's kind of the way I'm feeling here lately. I've had a harder and harder time making content and stuff that I want to put out on the internet for multiple reasons. For one, 99% chance if it's about anything that's to do with current events or my conservative values, then it's going to get shadow banned at very least, or banned, and I'm going to get a strike on my channel. So that makes it very difficult when you're trying to prepare ideas for a show and you want to delve into these topics, and you know that no matter what you do, if you mention NWO or the Great Reset or any of this stuff, they're going to put a disclaimer that sends people to Wikipedia below your video. It's frustrating as hell, guys. And I've never really voiced a lot of this stuff, so you know, this is a side of me you've probably never seen, because I'm not the kind of guy that comes out and just bitches about my own personal stuff that's going on in my life, but I've kind of hit a wall here, man. I ain't gonna lie, I've hit a wall. And it's not a lack of creativity. I've still got lots of ideas for shows and things that I feel like I need to expose to people. But my problem is the shadow banning is winning. It's effective, man. I mean, my views are down lower than they've been since before COVID. It's unbelievable that I've lost viewership like this. And meanwhile, I'm still gaining subscribers. It makes no sense except to say that they're shadow banning me at a rate that I can't combat anymore. I can't seem to gain traction on this platform. You know, as a creator, I can't help but look at other creators, you know, that are doing similar things to me, you know, and I see people like, you know, and I'm not singling this person out or whatever, but I see people like MD Creekmore, and they'll post a video about something, whatever topic, and they're getting 15,000 views in like 4 to 6 hours, and I can't even break 1,000 views on many of my videos. So here lately, I've been feeling less and less inspired to make content, because I know that it's just going to basically disappear into the ether. YouTube has got this powerful tool in their arsenal where they can just delete certain voices or shadow ban them to the point where they finally give up. And YouTube is doing a lot of other stuff that I don't like right now. For one thing, anytime I upload a video now, they're trying to get me to basically pay them money for access to their audience. I don't know if you guys have heard about this or what, but YouTube has this thing now. It's like Facebook. If you're familiar with Facebook, if you ever list something on like Marketplace, or you make a post on Facebook, they'll have this little thing that pops up that says, oh yeah, you know, spend so much money and you'll get all these views over here. Well, I don't play that fucking game. I ain't playing that game. I'm not spending my money to try to get access. And I know there are a lot of people out there that are doing that. And I'm not saying MD Creekmore is doing that. I don't believe he's doing that sort of thing. I think he's just got, he's tapped into the niche market better than I have. And, you know, that's fine. You know, I'm not trying to compete with him directly, but there are others like that, like Southern Prepper One. And I see these other people that are on the YouTube and have been on there for a long time, and they're still having success somehow. I don't know how it is, but they're still, you know, and I'm sure their audience or their viewership has dropped down some, but people are still, you know, sharing their videos and sharing their content and stuff, where I can't get people to do that for whatever reason. I've stopped asking. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I haven't said like, share, or subscribe in any of my videos in like probably over 2 years now, or over a year at least. That I haven't even told people to do that anymore, instructed people to do that, because I'm like, you know what to do. I shouldn't have to say it. So I'm at a very high level of frustration right now, and I'm not so certain of what the future is going to bring for the channel. You know, originally I thought, hey, you know, I'm a mechanic. I'll come out and I'll show people how to do things that I know how to do. Maybe that'll help people. And that was my original intention with this channel. And everything was going just fine until the COVID came on. And I started questioning everything that the mainstream media and the WHO and Fauci and all these other commies were saying. And I started calling them out on the stuff that I was like, no, this violates my personal liberty. This violates the Constitution of the United States. And when I started doing that sort of stuff, YouTube started, basically picking on my channel. They started coming after me and banning, demonetizing, shadow banning, on and on and on, giving me strikes. I mean, I'm always in trouble here on this platform. I don't know if you guys know this about me or not, but I am always in trouble for talking about the things that I'm talking about. And honestly, most of the time, I'm toning stuff down so much that I'm losing some of my the meaning behind what I'm trying to say, because I'm having to tone it down to get through the censorship. And I can already hear a whole bunch of you out there saying, go to Rumble, go to Rumble, go to Rumble. I went to Rumble. Nobody followed me. Nobody came over there. And, again, I'm not whining about it. Maybe it's not the shadow banning exclusively. Maybe it's that, people don't like my style of presentation, or they don't like me as a person, or what. I don't know what it could be. There could be lots of other things that are playing into this. Maybe it's the type of content that I'm focusing on. I don't know. But in the beginning, I always thought, when I started criticizing the COVID and stuff like that, and I started going more political, and really, I've always been a very political person. I wear my politics on my sleeve, and that's just the way I am in real life, so I'm trying to be a genuine person. I've talked to you guys in the past about authenticity and how important I think that is. It's very important. I try to be an authentic person. And I see these people that are unauthentic coming onto YouTube, and, they're fake people, and they're getting millions and millions of views. And that means lots of money coming in, right? And at first, I didn't even focus on the money side of things on YouTube, but that was before Joe Biden came into office. See, if you guys don't know this about me, I run my own small, and it's getting smaller and smaller every day, oil field company where I basically service stuff that, goes onto the rigs and things like that, and goes into industry that they're working on things for the rigs, right? I don't directly deal with the drilling rigs, but I deal with other people that deal with the drilling rigs, so I do a lot of things like that. That's been my business since like 2012, 2013. And I had some really good success. But then Joe Biden came along and has basically shut off the energy market. So I have shifted more of my focus on, making up that missing income on YouTube videos, right? I mean, it makes sense. People seem to like my channel. They seem to come in and comment on my videos and stuff whenever there's an interesting topic that, needs to be discussed or whatever. And so that's why I kind of started focusing more on making weekly content, at least one a week, but many times I'll make 2 or 3 videos a week, and try to do that and try to get more and more, lines in the water, right? Like fishing, the more lines you got in the water, the more poles you got out in the water, the better your odds are of catching that big one, right? And again, I'm not trying to get rich. I'm just trying to supplement the missing income that I have now because of Joe Biden's policies towards oil. And so now they have awoken the leftist machine, and they're attacking me on that front. So it just seems like here lately, everything I try has failed. And I'm not one to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results, because that is the very definition of insanity. So I've hit a wall, guys. I was talking to my wife earlier today. I was like, well, I need to make a video because, my last one didn't do very well, and I just don't know how to break through the algorithm anymore. After 5 fucking years of creating YouTube content, I don't know what you guys want to see. I don't know what's going to make you click on that video. I can't figure it out. I see people putting sensational headlines up over and over and over, and I am going to call this guy out, the Canadian Prepper. I like a lot of the stuff. I bet that guy's a cool guy in real life. I bet Nate is his name, and I do watch quite a few of his videos, but I've noticed that every single video he puts out has a sensational headline, and, it's the end of the world or whatever, and I'm just not going to do that. I refuse to do that. But for whatever reason, even though I have built it, they haven't come. So, again, I'm reaching a point where I'm not saying I'm giving up. So I don't want you guys thinking that. I'm not giving up, but I'm reevaluating things right now because I don't really know what to do. I don't really know how to reach through or break through the algorithm. That's what I was talking to my wife about. And, you know, she had a bunch of good ideas about talking about different topics and stuff, but it's not about that, because any topic that I talk about now, whether that's aliens, I put an alien video up the last time because I knew that it wouldn't get demonetized or banned or get me a strike on YouTube. And I thought, well, maybe if it's not really that political, maybe YouTube won't shadow ban this video and it'll reach and break through, and maybe some other people will come in and see my other stuff. But it never works that way. So I've reached a level of frustration that is making it almost impossible for me to make content, because again, I've got all these different things that are limiting the ability for me to say what I want to say. And I know people are going to be like, go to Rumble, go to Twitter, go to this, go do that. It ain't about that. We have to take this ground right here. We have to hold YouTube. We have to have it. Whether you like it or not, it's the biggest platform there is. There's more eyeballs on this platform than any other platform that I'm aware of, and they're replacing television with YouTube. I mean, it makes sense. Why wouldn't you want to go watch the things you want to watch? Although I find the creators that I like are vanishing from YouTube. Over the years, over the 5 years I've been making content, I mean, I have seen dozens and dozens of great creators. Most of them weren't even conservative. They were just calling out things about the vaccine, or calling out things about the CDC or the WHO, or talking positively about our founding principles. And then suddenly they're gone. And I don't know how I've skated through, to be honest with you. I'm sure I've got to be high on YouTube's hit list, because they're constantly, I'm constantly in trouble on their platform. And honestly, it's very frustrating. Let's just leave it at that. And so guys, I wanted to tell you kind of where I'm at right now and why I'm having a hard time. I don't know if you're still watching this, I really appreciate it. People that stay through and watch and comment and things like that, that does help defeat the algorithm. But again, I mean, I've got like 27,000 or some odd, subscribers right now. And I'll put a video up and I can only get like 300 to 500 views on that video out of 27,000 people. So something is terribly wrong with the matrix, with the system here. And it's obviously, I think it's being done by design. I believe people like myself are being intentionally suppressed because we're effective, because we're talking about the New World Order and taking them down and thwarting their plans to rule the world, to rule over every aspect of your life. I think that's pretty important. And again, what was the Field of Dreams, the movie? If you build it, they will come. That's what I thought. I thought, no. Whenever the COVID thing came on, I thought, no, I can't take this. I'm going to stand up against this and try to fight back against the system. And I had exponential growth at first. And then YouTube started shadow banning me and doing all this stuff. And I could see it on my chart. It just drops off like a stone. So I don't know what to do, guys. If you have advice for me, if you want to give me some words of encouragement, or if you want to tell me to hang it up, my videos aren't worth the crap and you're not entertained by them, or it doesn't, make you think about things deeper, if that's the case, tell me down in the comments. If you think everything about my channel sucks, tell me down in the comments. It's better than not saying anything. At least I need to know the truth, right? So if it's something like that, or you just don't want to look at my ugly mug or whatever while I'm making these videos, let me know down in the comments. If you like my videos, or if there's a certain video that brought you into the channel and made you click subscribe and makes you, comment on the videos or follow my channel, let me know what that video was, because again, I have no idea. YouTube has got everything so screwed up, I can't even understand I can't even tell anymore what videos are making people come in and subscribe and what people are, what videos are repelling people away. I don't know anymore. They've got me in the dark. So let me know down in the comments, what do you think about all this stuff? I mean, it just seems like an impossible uphill battle that I'm losing. I ain't gonna lie, I'm losing this battle. And part of it's just because their psychological attacks are having an effect on me and my family and my attitude and my mood on a daily basis. And I don't want that. When I first started creating YouTube videos, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed coming out. But now, again, it's this, and I do still enjoy it sometimes, but I enjoy reading the comments and going back and forth with you guys about different topics. But what I don't enjoy is when I click upload and I'm not sure if they're going to let the video go through or if I'm going to get banned or get a strike or get kicked off the platform permanently. I never know anymore. And so many of these protected classes, you can't even talk about them, especially in a critical sort of way, like the LGBTQ community or anything to do with that. You can't even criticize them on YouTube or your video will be shadow banned at very least. So if you're a new creator and you're creating content and you're an American and you're a patriot and you're trying to, spread that message out there, let me just warn you right now, YouTube is going to do everything that they can do to keep you suppressed. And that's what's going on. And it's only the audience that has the power to do anything about it, to change that. By sharing the videos, by liking or whatever. Again, I said I wasn't going to talk about that, but that's the reality of it. I'm not asking you for it. Do what you want to do. If you don't want to subscribe, don't subscribe, whatever. I don't give a shit. All I want to know is, what would it be like, or the question I ask myself all the time is, what would it be like if I had never said anything that got me labeled as a conservative, a right-wing nut job, or whatever they're classifying people like me as on the YouTube algorithm? What if I had kept just doing how-tos and DIYs and never said anything about politics or never said anything about the fact that our country's being destroyed daily by Biden's policies, by the WHO, the WEF, all these fucking commies that are trying to ruin everything for everybody. And another thing I want to talk about on the way out here is that I've reached a point now where I don't want to try to wake people up anymore. I think it's a lost cause. I think if it's this late in the game and you're not realizing that we're on the edge of the cliff, or we've already fallen over the side of the cliff, then I can't reach you. I can't reach you. And there are a lot of distractions out there that keep people in the matrix. It keeps them locked in and under the control of the New World Order, like, football, baseball, or whatever, basketball, all these sports that people spend incredible amounts of time and dedication learning about, how fast this guy ran the 40 in college or whatever, on and on and on. I'm sure you guys, have met these people that know every stat of every player on the team, but they can't tell you a damn thing about the Bill of Rights. We have such a problem here in the United States of America with that sort of an attitude, the bread and circus, being drunk on comfort, that I don't even know. I don't want you guys to think I'm giving up, because I'm not giving up. I just wanted to vent a little bit and let you guys know that if you're a creator that's going through similar things, you're not alone, okay? This is happening to people with, if you want to say a big channel, it's really not a big channel. I've been doing it for 5 years and I've got just under 30,000 subscribers. And again, I see these other people and I look at their content and I'm like, this is drivel. This is mind rot. And these people will have 1.5 million subscribers. And I'm just like, how is this even possible? It's because we live in idiocracy. It's because people are a lot farther gone than I ever thought to begin with. The communists have, I've said it many times, they've infiltrated our Department of Education years and years ago. So we've got multiple generations of people, students, that were raised up, pro-communist, pro-Maoist, pro-Marxism, anti-United States of America. And that is the opposite of the way I feel and the way I was raised. So, anyway, I don't want to go on and on. I don't want people to think I'm whining or bitching or moaning. I mean, I am bitching about it, but the point is I should be able to. I should be able to come out and tell my audience what's really going on behind the scenes. So that's what this is. I'm not looking for pity or empathy or anything like that. I just want to let you know why things are the way they are. And, again, I thought that, if I built it, they would come. I thought if I go out and speak truth to power, that's going to catch on like wildfire, and people will share this with their friends, and they'll do things to help the channel grow, and it'll be organic like a grassroots movement. But it's not working. YouTube has me suppressed to the point where, again, many times I think about a video idea in the beginning of the day. I'm like, oh yeah, I should make this video. And then by the time it comes time for me to film the video, I'm like, nah, I'm not even going to bother, because YouTube's just going to suppress my stuff. So anyway, guys, I appreciate it. And I hope I didn't bum you out too much. Again, I'm not giving up. I've hit a wall here. I'm sure I'll get past this, but I'm done trying to convince people that there's a problem. If they can't see the problem with their own eyes, it means, in my eyes, they're part of the problem. They're part of the machine. They're part of what's bringing our country down. And I have no more patience for those types of people. In my real life, in real life, IRL or whatever you want to say, honestly, I only have one liberal that I talk to. And that's because I'm related to that liberal. And many times we're at each other's throats. And so, that being said, if it wasn't for that relation, I don't know. I mean, I don't have any liberal friends. I don't have any liberal friends because they're anti-American. And when I say liberal, I mean modern, the modern definition of liberalism. Democrats, SJWs, Antifa types, people like that. I don't have any patience for people like that. This is America, the land of the free, the home of the brave. As long as people like me and you are out there promoting that and reminding people of what our founding is all about, and saying no whenever they come out with some new policy that says you have to do X, Y, Z, you say, no, I don't, because I have a U.S. Constitution that guarantees me liberty, that guarantees me freedom, guarantees me the right to free speech, freedom of assembly, right? All these things that have come into question over the past, since the COVID came out, to be honest. That was when it really, really turned up to level 11. And I'm telling you right now, I know a lot of people out there wouldn't go this far to say this, but we're losing. The Patriots are losing big time. And I can't even say what I think needs to happen to stop us from losing. I can't say it, because YouTube will certainly take my channel down. Hopefully you're smart enough, you smell what I'm stepping in. It's going to take something bigger than I'm allowed to talk about here on this channel. And I know that's kind of gray. There's so many things that I'm not allowed to talk about. So anyway, guys, I appreciate your loyalty. I appreciate the subscribers that have been the backbone of my channel here, because without you, I would have stopped doing this a long time ago. So anyway, I appreciate you. God bless you. God bless your family. I stand for liberty to the bitter end. And if that means only 2 people watch my videos and we talk about liberty, then that's what we're going to do. But inevitably, if I'm making less and less and less money and getting less and less and less views, then I'm going to have to do something else. So that's going to take away from my time to be able to communicate with my audience like this. So right now, I'm enjoying it while I can, but this can't go on forever. So I appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you next time.